next type, while finding the range by using dy by dx. Very useful concept. By using the first derivative of the function. Students, while finding the range of any function, so till now we saw different techniques. If you are not in a position to apply any one of the techniques what we studied so far, then the best way to solve the problem is by using dy by dx. That means if you are not getting any clue, so by using domain also, or by using any other method, finite method, infinite method, then prefer dy by dx method. So here we will just study about this dy by dx method, when exactly we need to use this one. See, so we know that, so we have functions are majorly three different types: increasing functions, decreasing functions, neither increasing nor decreasing functions. If a function is increasing throughout its domain, suppose this is the function is increasing throughout its domain. Let us assume here domain is in between a and b. So this is the function y equals to f of x. Or else one more is the function is decreasing. So this is the domain of the function. Okay. And one more case is the function is neither increasing nor decreasing. This is the case. And here we got the value a, value b. Here for our reference I am taking domain as a to b. Sometimes it is keep on increasing, means maybe from minus infinity to infinity also, no problem. Okay. Now here in such cases, see, whenever by looking at the question we can decide whether it is increasing or decreasing, or neither increasing nor decreasing, with the help of its first derivative. So we know that if the first derivative of the function is always positive, then the function is increasing. If the first derivative is always negative, then the function is decreasing. Okay. So it is maintaining both the things, sometimes positive and sometimes negative, then it is neither increasing nor decreasing case. So dy by dx will be helpful to decide all the three things. So first, if we observe these two things, and if any function is given, we will find its derivative. And if you are identifying that it is increasing, if it is increasing means, see, in between the interval a and b, the range of the function you can take f of a comma f of b. That's it. So if it is minus infinity to infinity also, no problem, we can apply the same logic. So the only thing is we need to identify the function as increasing. Standard functions you know, like sine inverse, cos inverse, tan inverse, e power x and all those things. But every function is not a standard function, and we can't draw the graph of every function so easily. At that time we will find the derivative and we will analyze the result. If the result is positive, straight away take the range as f of a comma f of b. And if dy by dx is negative, then range is, so here if you observe, the minimum value is what? F of b, f of a. And another case, see, so here let us assume this function is defined in between the interval a and b. So closed interval a and b I am taking. See. So y equals to f of x, where x belongs to closed interval a comma b I have taken. That means after finding the derivative, we will realize that dy by dx will be positive or negative, or it may be both, sometimes positive and sometimes negative. In such case, this is for third case. For this case I am writing here, equate dy by dx to 0. Why I am straight away taking dy by dx 0? We know that if the function is increasing and then decreasing, means at this turning point, if you draw a tangent, the tangent is parallel to x-axis. So function is neither increasing nor decreasing, means compulsorily it will have slopes like this type. So that's why you will take dy by dx equals to 0, and let, by taking this one, you will get some x values as c1, c2, c3 and so on. Okay, so they are nothing but these values. So here we got c1, c2 and c3, At these points, if you draw the tangents, tangents will be parallel to x-axis. So now we got these values C1, C2, C3, and we have A and B. So here this corresponding value, this is your C1, and this is your C2, and this is your C3. There may be more values also, sometimes only one value, because if the graph is like this type, you will have only one value. If the graph is like this type, one value. So like this, if you have two values, so depends upon the curve, you will get the number of values. Now what we will do, maximum of y is equals to maximum of all these values, f of a comma f of c1 and so on up to f of b. So that means by equating first derivative to 0, we will get critical points, and we will substitute the critical points in the given function along with this closed interval. So now among all these, whichever is maximum, that will be considered as the maximum value of the function. And next, minimum of y is minimum of the same data, f of a comma f of c1, f of c2 and so on up to f of b. So once if you got the minimum and maximum, the combination of minimum and maximum is nothing but your range only. So like this we can handle the problem. See. Okay. So that is, first always you look the dy by dx. If dy by dx is positive, straight away we will take range in between the values, whatever interval it is defined, and less than 0 means we will reverse that one. And sometimes it is neither less than nor greater than, then it will be compulsorily reaching to its maximum and minimum values in this way. So in such case, what we will do, we will find dy by dx and equate it to 0. So while equating dy by dx to 0, because dy by dx is also an equation format, you will get. So while solving that one, you will get some roots. These roots are nothing but these turning point values. So now substitute these values in the function and substitute this a and b. Among all these, whichever will come as the maximum, that will be considered as maximum of y, and whichever is minimum, that will be considered as the minimum. Now range is equals to minimum to maximum, you will write, that is your result. Find the range of y equals to x cube plus x plus 1. So for this they are asking range. Okay. So now what we will do is, first we will confirm that whether it is increasing or decreasing function. Then we will substitute x belongs to r means minus infinity to infinity only. In which pattern we need to substitute, we will check that one. So we will first find the derivative of this one, dy by dx. A simple derivatives we already studied in 11th class. X cube derivative is 3x square plus x derivative is 1. Okay, this is dy by dx. dy by dx can also be written as f dash x, we know that. So here we will write f dash x is greater than 0 for all x belongs to r. So because here x square is positive, so positive is multiplied by positive and added with a positive. So this result is always positive. So I am writing f dash x is greater than 0 for all x belongs to r. Therefore, f of x is increasing. So that's it. It is in fact it is strictly increasing. So that means some curve it will go like this type. So we don't know exactly how the curve will be. Some curve will go like this type. So from where to where it go from minus infinity to infinity. So therefore you will get f of minus infinity. If you substitute minus infinity in this one, again what you will get, minus infinity only. And f of infinity, if you substitute again, we will get some unknown highest positive quantity we will get. Therefore range is equals to minus infinity comma infinity. Open intervals always for infinity. Next question, find the range of f of x equals to minus 2x plus cos x. We need to find the derivative f dash x. So derivative of minus 2x is minus 2 and cos x derivative is minus sin x. So that means we can write this one as minus of 2 plus sin x. Now we know that here for all x belongs to r, sin x always lies in between minus 1 and 1. When sin x lies in between minus 1 and 1, that will be added to 2 means this inside quantity, this whatever is there in the bracket, that is minus of, I will write again, 2 plus sin x, whatever is there, this quantity will be always positive. That positive is multiplied by minus, then we will get a negative sign. So that means here whatever analyzing you are doing, that is to decide whether the function is increasing or decreasing. We are least bother what output it exactly generates. F dash x output we don't want. We want the output status, whether it is positive or negative. Here we got negative, that indicates that f of x is decreasing. When f of x is decreasing, then we need to calculate f of minus infinity and f of infinity, because x belongs to R only here. So f of minus infinity, if you do, means what will get? Infinity. So because here minus minus will get this one, so, and f of infinity will get minus. So the least value will take range is equals to minus infinity comma infinity, open interval. This is your solution. Okay. So listen this question also carefully. So find the range of f of x equals to x cube minus 3x plus 1 when x lies in between minus 2 and 2. Here not x belongs to R. That means here x belongs to what? Closed interval minus 2 comma 2. Now we will go for the derivative of the function. F dash x equals to 3x square minus 3. Now if you check 3x square minus 3, 3x square minus 3 is sometimes positive and sometimes negative. So then what we will do immediately? Put f dash x equals to 0. If you put f dash x equals to 0, 3x square minus 3 is equals to 0. That is 3x square equals to 3 and x square equals to 1, x equals to plus or minus 1. So we got critical point, see here. So at these 2 points clearly it is 0, that means it cannot be positive always. Now we got critical points, means what it indicates, roughly see, in between minus 2 and 2 it will go like this. Suppose this is minus 2 and somewhere over here if you got 2, so somewhere here 2 means in between those two we got plus 1 and minus 1 two roots. So these two values we got. Now we need to check for all the values. So that means now we need to find what is f of minus 1 and what is f of 1, what is f of these boundaries also, f of minus 2 and f of 2. So f of minus 1 will be minus 1 plus 3 plus 1 is equals to 3. So next is 1 minus 3 plus 1, which is minus 1. And f of minus 2 is minus 8 plus 6 plus 1, so which is minus 1. And f of 2 is 8 minus 6 plus 1, which is 3. So range is equals to between minus 1 comma 3. The minimum value is we are getting from this one, as I explained earlier. Minimum value is minus 1 and maximum value is 3. In between those two we will get.